Question 104, Spinal Cord, the main features, transverse section and grey matter. The spinal cord is called Medulla Spinalis in Latin. It occupies the upper two-thirds of vertebral canal, and so it extends from the C1 all the way down to L2. And along the length it has a cervical enlargement and a lumbar enlargement. It ends in conus medullaris, and from conus medullaris goes a filum terminale. It has an internal part and external part. The nerve roots that go out, that are below the conus medullaris, is called cauda equina. The spinal cord is enveloped in meninges, pia mater, arachnoid, and dura mater. The pia mater is the innermost, and dura mater is the outermost layer. The external structure of spinal cord: you have anterior median fissure and posterior median sulcus. Anterolateral sulcus is around here, and posterolateral sulcus, which is around here and here. The sulci divide the white matter of the spinal cord into the funiculi. So you have anterior funiculus, lateral funiculi, and posterior funiculus. The posterior funiculus is subdivided into fasciculus gracili and fasciculus cunatus, one on each side of posterior median sulcus. From the anteral and posterolateral sulci, you have the roots that exit. So from anterolateral sulcus you have ventral root, this one, and from posterolateral sulcus you have dorsal root, which is here, or posterior root, depends. And they combine and go out and form a spinal nerve. And each spinal nerve on each side creates a spinal segment. So we have 31 spinal nerves, or pairs of spinal nerves, equals 31 spinal segments. You have 8 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 5 sacral, and 1 coccygeal pair. The ventral root gives motor fibers, and the dorsal root gives sensory fibers. The internal structure of the spinal cord: you have grey matter on the inside and white matter surrounding it. The grey matter creates anterior and posterior horns, and this is also the posterior horn, and this is the anterior horn. And then you have a lateral horn, the brown one, small one, and you have intermediate zone, which is the green, and in between you have the grey commissure with a central canal in the middle. The anterior horn contains motor neurons, or motor nuclei. The lateral horn contains lower autonomic centers, and the posterior horn contains sensory nuclei.